Good morning everyone. Today's video is for worksheet number 19 for class 5, and the topic in English literature is revision. We are taking revision of all the 3 chapters which we have done earlier in English literature. So basically in this worksheet you will do the revision of all 3 chapters, including lesson Wonderful Waste, poem Ice Cream Man, and poem Teamwork. So let's begin with the instructions. This worksheet will be submitted. Submission date is 13 June 2020. Children, you have to submit this worksheet and the submission date is 13 June, that is tomorrow. Do this work in neat and clean handwriting in your English literature notebook. And this video is based on the whatever work that has been done in this worksheet. You have to copy this worksheet in your notebooks, and this video is for the explanation of that work done. So let's begin with the worksheet. You will put worksheet number 19 on the top, and the left hand side you will write 12 June 2020, right side you will write day, then you will write revision, and then the lesson names: Wonderful Waste, poem Ice Cream Man, and poem Teamwork. Now children, in this worksheet you will find the questions, or you will find the things which you have not done earlier in your other worksheets. It is from your chapters, right? I have taken out some questions like take the correct answer, true, false, and question answers also, which are not in your book or you have not done it earlier in your worksheet or in the chapter. I have taken it from the middle of the chapter, all these things. So in this way only you will get your exam paper also, that you can get if you have read the chapter very thoroughly. You can answer the questions easily if they come from the between of the chapter also. So that's why I always ask you to read the chapters thoroughly, right? So the first question is tick the correct answer. Now in this tick the correct answer, I have taken the sentences, statements from all the 3 chapters, right? First is, who goes trundling down the street? Now the options are, you have to tick the correct one. First is boy, girl, ice cream man. So if you have read the chapter, if you have read the poem Ice Cream Man, you know who goes trundling down the street. You will come to know that from which poem or the chapter this line has taken. So boy, girl, or ice cream man. That means if you have read the chapter, you are familiar with Ice Cream Man. So the answer is Ice Cream Man. B, who is the poet of the poem Teamwork? I already told you when I was teaching you poem that whenever you read the poem, you should know the poet name also, so you will learn it also. So who is the poet of the poem Teamwork? Rachel Field, Jan Negro, or R.L. Stevenson? The correct answer is Jan Negro. Jan Negro has written the poem Teamwork. Next is, in Teamwork we have got our eyes on. Now what we have learned from that teamwork, from the poem Teamwork, where we have got our eyes on. The members or the participants of one team has their eyes on one common goal, another path or tree. They have their eyes on common goal, right? D is, Maharaja came into the kitchen to survey the, for what purpose Maharaja came into the kitchen? It is from the chapter Wonderful Waste, right? This statement is from the chapter Wonderful Waste. So for what purpose Maharaja came into the kitchen? He came to survey the roast, dishes or fruits. He came into the kitchen to survey the dishes. So dishes is the correct answer. You will take dishes. Next is, the cook who was in the lesson Wonderful Waste. He was intelligent, foolish, or insane? Yes, he was intelligent, because he knew, although he didn't knew that how to make a good out of waste, but he made something good out of that waste, right? So he was intelligent. According to the chapter Wonderful Waste, we should always try to make. Now, according to chapter, whatever you have learned from the chapter Wonderful Waste, what should we try to make? People happy, good dishes, or something good and useful out of waste? Yes, according to the chapter Wonderful Waste, we should always try to make something good and useful out of waste. Next is who said to whom? What are you going to do with those vegetable scraps? Now, if in this question you have to answer that who said these lines to whom, right? So, what are you going to do with these vegetable scraps? Maharaja said to the cook. Second is they are waste. Who said these lines to whom? The cook said to the Maharaja. Third is you cannot waste all these bits and pieces of vegetable. Find a way to use them. Who said these lines? The Maharaja said to the cook. Third is match the column. Now here I have one side I have given words and another side I have given meanings. So you have to match the column with their correct words. Flash across the mind. Teamwork, mounts, cluster. On the other hand, there is heap, gather around, combine effort of group, and suddenly think of. So flash across the mind matches with suddenly think of. Teamwork is a combined effort of a group. Mounds is heap. Cluster is gather around. Next question is write true or false. Now here also the true or false is from all the three chapters. First is the ice cream man fills the cone with mounds. Is it true? Yes, it is true. In a fix means a situation hard to escape from. Yes, it is also true. The king had ordered a breakfast in the palace. Is it true or false? No, it is not true because he had ordered a feast, not only breakfast. Right? We should not work as a team. We should not work as a team, or we should? Yes, we should. So this statement is false. The Maharaja was a wise man. Was the Maharaja a wise man? Yes, Maharaja was a wise man. It is true. How we can say the Maharaja was a wise man? Because Maharaja was a wise man because he wanted that the cook should not waste those bits and he should make something good out of it. So he ordered him to make something good. Question number 5 is answer the following questions. Now, first question is why was the cook in a fix? The cook was in a fix because he had been ordered to make something good out of the vegetable scraps by the Maharaja. Second question is what did you learn from the poem Teamwork? We learned from the poem Teamwork that whenever we do any work or a task as a team, the work becomes easy and takes less time. We can achieve our common goal by putting our efforts to it. So we should always try to work in a team. This poem says that whenever we work as a team, or we should always work as a team because each member of that team puts a same amount of effort to achieve one common goal, which becomes it easy to achieve and it takes less time. So we should always work as a team to achieve a common goal. The third question and the last question is what moral did you get from the lesson Wonderful Waste? The moral of the story Wonderful Waste is that not every waste is a waste. We should always try to make something good and useful out of waste. From this story we have learned that there are so many things around us which are waste, but if we give attention to them, if we put our creativity to them, we can always make something good out of it, which is useful, which we can use again. For example, of a newspaper, we can make many things out of the newspaper. A newspaper is a waste. We can make bags, we can make decorative items, we can make envelopes, and also we can make many other things like this. So like newspaper, there are so many other things which we can make, waste things which we can make good out of them. So we should always try to make every waste a good thing. So children, I hope you have understood all this worksheet, and I hope you will do this revision. It will also help in your exams, also your unit test, and whatever the test will come in. So do your work properly, neat and cleanly on your books, and thank you.